It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A very good morning to you and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, as we collectively move into a post-COVID-19 world, this means that once a vaccine exists, all 7 billion people in the world need to have equal access and no one can be left behind. And that is the latest mission being tackled by international social upliftment organization Global Citizen with their Global Goals Unite for Our Future campaign. Now, Regional Director Chebet Chikumbu joins Expresso via video call to share how we can all help ensure that every person on the planet has the ability to live a healthy life. And of course, all of this ahead of a very important summit and exciting concert this Saturday, which you can catch right here on SABC3. Chebet, thank you so much for making the time available to chat this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Now,
and good morning to all the viewers.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Now, Global Citizen held its first virtual event with the One World Together at Home concert earlier on this year. Tell me a bit about the response to that initiative and why was it so important for Global Citizen to continue with the event?
One World Together at Home was a historic global event that celebrated healthcare workers and essential workers on the front lines, as well as the World Health Organization in the fight against COVID-19. The response was remarkable. One World Together at Home raised almost $128 million towards supporting and equipping healthcare workers, as well as local and regional responders. It was important to take this to the next level with Global Goal Unite for Our Future, which is combating the disproportionate impact that COVID-19 is having on marginalized communities, including people of color, those living in extreme poverty, and others facing discrimination. This campaign calls on world leaders to commit to the billions of dollars needed to ensure that everyone everywhere has access to the testing, the treatments, and vaccines to eradicate COVID-19 for all.
Yeah. Now, as we slowly and very carefully return back to work, to school, and somewhat of a new normal, what has Global Citizen identified as the key problem areas moving forward?
As an advocacy organization, there are 3 areas that we feel that we need to intervene in. One is to end COVID-19 for all. As we return back to work, to school, and our new normal, and beat coronavirus for good, really, we need to make sure that we're calling on world leaders to invest in the resources that we need to end COVID-19 for all by committing the billions of dollars towards the therapeutics, the diagnostics, the treatments, and the vaccines to ensure that everyone everywhere has access. Secondly, an area that we think will be an issue is linked to equity and ending injustice. Marginalization and discrimination are barriers to health, equity, and justice. We can dismantle them and create systemic change by using our collective voice, campaigning, and voting as an avenue where necessary. And really, essentially what we're saying is that everyone everywhere requires equal protection against coronavirus. Thirdly, we must fight for the world that we want. We must unite our communities and our economies, and we must unite to build back our communities and our economies with freedom and justice for all. We must call on our leaders to really invest in the systems that it will take to build a stronger healthcare system and also the necessary funding to those who are requiring it at the front lines. So those are really the 3 areas that we believe would be necessary for intervention.
Yeah, very key points indeed. So how will you then, through this campaign, the Global Goals Unite for Our Future campaign, and of course the associated concert, then be working to address these issues?
From the campaign launch in late May to this coming Saturday, we're calling on global citizens to take action on our platform, whether that's via our website or via our app, we're calling on global citizens and really asking global citizens to take action in the form of sending emails, taking quiz action, sending tweets, signing petitions. There are about 16 actions that global citizens can take all in all to call on world leaders from corporates to philanthropists to governments to invest and commit the necessary billions of dollars needed to ensure that everyone everywhere has access to treatment. Then there'll be a virtual summit which will showcase the funds that have been raised by the stakeholders I've just mentioned, whether it's corporations, government, and philanthropic leaders who are making the critical commitments towards the COVID-19 response. The summit will be followed by the entertainment special, which will be aired on SABC3 and other TV networks, as well as streamed digitally on a few platforms. And this entertainment special will really be a series of various elements, from music performances to educational segments to messages from artists and of course the commitments from the various key stakeholders in our community, the governments, philanthropic leaders and corporate communications coming together to support the COVID-19 response.
Yeah, exciting stuff indeed. And let's talk a little bit about the incentives that you're offering this time around, because if we take our minds back to 2018, there was a lot of excitement when Global Citizen was in South Africa. Everyone was going absolutely crazy to get their hands on tickets and such. So what incentives are you offering this time around?
Well, you can join Femi Kuti and Global Citizens to ensure that no one is left behind by taking action, of course, and standing a chance to win a virtual circular breathing lesson with Femi Kuti. Alternatively, you could win a mini virtual concert with Chloe and Halle. So you get a selection of 3 songs and a winner has the option of requesting 1 song. You could also win a virtual cooking lesson with Padma Lakshmi. And while that winner would be selected alone, they can bring on the entire family of up to 5 household members. And lastly, you can potentially stand a chance to win a virtual happy hour with Adam Lambert, where you get the chance to play some online video games or take on your own interview over a 20-minute period in the form of an interactive Q&A. So lots of great incentives in store.
That's absolutely fantastic, and the fact that you've partnered up with SABC3 as well makes it even more exciting for us as a show, as a channel, as an SABC family. So thank you very, very much for that. Good luck with the execution of all that you still need to do in preparation for this coming weekend, and thanks so much for joining us, Chebet.
Thank you. And to all the viewers, take action on our website and tune in to SABC3 this Saturday.
And I'm sure they all will be. Of course, we'll be keeping you up to date with all of the highlights and the exciting things that you can catch up on with regards to the Global Citizen actions that you can take. And of course, the Global Goals Unite for Our Future concert that's taking place. You can catch it here, 9:30 on SABC3 this coming Saturday.